Quotation marks. Quotation marks are used to show a speaker's exact words. Direct quotation. Use quotation marks at the beginning and end of a direct quotation. Use a comma to set off the explanatory words. The explanatory words are called the attribution. Michael said, the game starts at noon. The attribution, Michael said, is at the beginning, so the comma goes outside the quotation mark, right after said. The game starts at noon, said Michael. In this sentence, the attribution is at the end of the sentence, so the comma goes inside the quotation mark. Divided quotation. If a quotation is divided into two parts by explanatory words, both parts have quotation marks. Do not capitalize the first word of the second part if it is part of one sentence that is continued. Do capitalize if it is a new sentence. If you come with me, said Kira, we can stop at the mall. In this sentence, the sentence continues, so we do not capitalize we. The sentence ends here. I'm glad you came, said Chloe. We will have fun. The sentence ends after Chloe, and then a new sentence begins, so we capitalize we. Questions and exclamations. If the quotation itself is a question or exclamation, put the question mark or exclamation mark inside the quotation marks. Do you think the cake is done? Inquired her mother. What she said is a question, so the question mark goes inside the quotation marks. She said, walk faster, you're holding everyone up. So what she said is an exclamation, so the exclamation marks go inside the quotation marks. If the sentence is a question or exclamation, but the quotation itself is not, put the question mark or exclamation mark outside the quotation marks. Did she say, I'd like the hamburger? So the person is asking if the person wanted a hamburger, but the actual quote is not a question, so the question mark goes on the outside of the quote. I can't believe she said, I'm sleepy. So this person is upset that the other person said, I'm sleepy. So the exclamation goes on the outside. The person who said, I'm sleepy wasn't yelling. The person who's saying she can't believe it is the one who's using the exclamation point. Dialogue. A dialogue is a conversation between two or more speakers. When writing dialogue, each speaker gets a new paragraph and new quotation marks. Here is an example from Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Notice that each time the speaker changes, they get a new paragraph and quotation marks. Indirect quotation. An indirect quotation is when the speaker's words are restated in somewhat different words. Quotation marks are not needed. Direct quote. He said, sit in the front row. Sit in the front row is exactly what he said, so we use quotation marks. Indirect quote would be, he said for us to sit in the front row. It's saying what he said, but not in the exact same words, so quotation marks are not needed.